Good morning, students. I'm going to start chapter 4. Okay, the name of the chapter is Atomic Structure and Chemical Bonding. In this chapter, you have to study about the atom, its structure, okay, nucleus, orbits, atomic number, and mass number. So I think all of you know that everything is made up of matter, okay, and all the matters are made up of elements, and if you divide and subdivide the elements, so the smallest part, that possible particle of an element is called atom, okay, which is having all the properties of this particular element. Okay, atoms are the smallest possible particle of an element which is having the property of this particular element. Okay, so the definition is, an atom is the smallest particle of an element that exhibits all the properties of that element. Okay, it may or may not exist independently, but it takes part in every chemical reaction. It takes part in every chemical reaction. Okay, now you know that earlier the scientists were thinking that atom is indivisible. Okay, atoms can't divide. But later on some scientists proved that atoms are divisible. Okay, so atoms can be divisible into so many subatomic particles were discovered, but the three main subatomic particles are, I think all of you know, electrons, protons and neutrons. Okay, electron, it is denoted by E, okay, and its mass is 0 and it is having -1 charge. So like this you can denote it. Okay, the proton is denoted by P, okay, mass is 1, and as a subscript you have to write its positive unit charge. Neutron is denoted by N, okay, its mass is also 1, but it is having no charge, neither positive nor negative. Okay, so this much I think all of you know. Electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson. Okay, proton was discovered by Eugen Goldstein. Okay, and neutron was discovered by Chadwick, James Chadwick. Okay, so these were about the electrons, neutrons and protons. So now you have to see that atoms and its structure. Okay, atoms and its structure. So an atom is built of number of subatomic particles. The three subatomic particles of great importance in understanding, I told you, electron, proton and neutrons. Okay, so there are two structural parts of an atom. Okay, there are two structural parts of an atom. Okay, first one is your nucleus. Okay, first one is your nucleus and second one is your orbit. Okay, so you can see, suppose it is an atom. Suppose it is an atom. Okay, so the nucleus is the central part of an atom. Okay, this one is the nucleus, and in this nucleus only the central part is called the nucleus. Okay, and in this nucleus only protons and neutrons are found. Okay, and around the nucleus there is an imaginary paths. Okay, these paths are called orbits. Okay, these paths are called orbits, and in these orbits only electrons revolve around the nucleus. So the nucleus is the protons and the neutrons. Okay, protons and neutrons plus neutrons, they are collectively known as nucleons. I think all of you know, they are collectively known as nucleons. So are found in the central part of the nucleus of the atom. Okay, and what about this orbit? They are the imaginary paths where electrons revolve around the nucleus. Okay, electrons revolve around the nucleus of an atom. So this is the structure of an atom. Now you have to study about atomic number. Okay, what do you mean by atomic number? An atom of an element has its own characteristic number of proton. Okay, each atom has a number of proton. Okay, because of this characteristic only, because of this character only, the atom of an element is different from the atom of another element. Okay, because in each atom number of the proton is different. Okay, so second one, this characteristic number is called the atomic number of the atom. Okay, now atomic number is equal to number of the proton and it is denoted by atomic number. It is atomic number and it is denoted by Z. Okay, now the atomic number is therefore equal to the number of the protons also. Since I told you atom is neutral, okay, so number of that positive charge should be equal to the number of the negative charge also. Okay, so that is why atomic number is equal to number of the proton is equal to number of electrons also. Okay, the atomic number is therefore equal to number of electrons in the atom of an element as well, since in a neutral atom. Okay, so that is why atomic number is equal to number of proton is equal to number of electrons also. So number of proton gives the total positive charge present in the nucleus of an atom, and with the help of this atomic number we can know the number of the positive charge also. Number of the positive charges also we should understand. Okay, so the atomic number of an element is the number of the atomic number of the element. So with the help of this atomic number we know number of protons, okay, number of electrons, okay, and number of positive charges. Okay, and it is denoted by Z. Now come to the mass number. Okay, now your next topic is your mass number. So mass number of an element is the total number of the protons, and total number of the neutrons. Okay, and it is denoted by A. Okay, mass number is denoted by A. Mass number, however, is a whole number approximation of the atomic mass calculated in atomic mass unit. Okay, it is calculated in atomic mass unit. Now suppose X is an element. So how you will represent its mass number and its atomic number? So always you have to remember that mass number always you have to represent as a superscript, and atomic number always you have to represent as a subscript. Okay, suppose one example of chlorine. Okay, its mass number is 35, so you have to write here as a superscript. Okay, you have to write 35, and its atomic number is 17, so you have to write 17 as a subscript. Okay, so suppose you are having atomic number. Okay, suppose you are having atomic number, so with the help of this atomic number you get number of proton also and number of electrons also. Okay, now mass number is equal to number of neutrons plus number of protons. I told you just now that mass number is equal to number of protons and number of neutrons. So suppose you have to find out the number of neutrons. Okay, suppose you have to find out number of neutrons. So what you have to do, you have to subtract okay, this atomic number from mass number. Okay, for example, suppose you have to find out the number of neutrons in chlorine atom. Okay, number of neutrons you have to find out in chlorine atom. Now in this chlorine atom, mass number is 35, okay, atomic number is 17. Okay, so number of this proton is also 17, number of electron is also 17. Okay, now you have to find out number of neutrons. So what you have to do? Mass number minus atomic number. Mass number minus atomic number, you will get neutrons. Number of neutrons will be 18. So by this way you can take out number of neutrons also. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you so much.